So I think we'll start with bringing Deputy Darrell Ward up here and his canine partner, and he'll give a little presentation on really what our canine program is about, because it is a new program. For a number of years we had a canine unit in Columbia County, and then for the last couple of years we did not have a canine unit, and just this last October we had one dog that was certified. Darrell finished up his certification back in December, and both dogs are now working the street, working the road, and they're canine drug certified. Deputy?
I'm Deputy Darrell Ward. Like Detective Bradner said, I am one of the 2 canine units that we have in the county right now. This is Canine Maverick. The other one is Canine Civi. Maverick is a 2-year-old German Shepherd that was imported from the Czech Republic. Right now he is trained for patrol and narcotics. That makes him considered a dual-purpose dog. Single purpose would be narcotics only, patrol only. As far as narcotics go, both dogs are trained in the 4 major illegal narcotics: cocaine, marijuana, heroin, and meth. Obviously, off of that, we can get hash and crack. They have the same makeups as marijuana and cocaine, whether it be powder or any other form thereof. As far as patrol work is concerned, both dogs can do tracking, whether it be for a missing person, a criminal, someone takes off from a traffic stop, whatever it may be, weather dependent, condition dependent. They can track them quite a long ways. The longest I've had with him so far is about 2 miles, and we found what we were looking for at the end of it. They're also capable of doing article searches and evidence recovery. They actually look for human scent on objects. If someone should ditch something out of a car, throw it out of a window, whatever the case may be, they can, just off of the human scent on that object, locate it. They're also trained for apprehension and handler protection, essentially being bite work. If someone takes off running, we meet certain criteria. We can send the dog to apprehend that person instead of putting an officer or additionally more people at risk. Most dogs nowadays are extremely, I don't want to say nice, but they're being trained to be more friendly because people understand that these types of demonstrations, public want to get involved with it. So, at least Maverick, and I don't want to speak on behalf of Civi only because I don't train him, I don't work with him. But Maverick is a very social dog. I could easily let him off lead here. He's going to want to get petted before he's going to do anything else. As far as the narcotics are concerned, for liability purposes, both of our canines are trained as a passive alert dog. What that means is they smell narcotics, they will sit instead of scratch. Which means if somebody tries to claim they scratched up my car, they wrecked my seats, chances are it's an inaccurate claim. They may get minor scratches just from the dog getting excited, but as far as the actual alert, they do not scratch.
Now he's acting like you at work there.
That's hurtful. The biggest, I guess, perk of the dogs is just their presence. I've had more people turn over drugs to me and say they have drugs just because they can hear him barking in the back. I would say a good 80% of the time, I do not even have to pull him out. I tell them who I am, what I do, ask them if there's anything illegal in the car, they'll tell me. Because they know the capability of the dog. They know that if they hide it, any chance for a break or us trying to help them out goes right out the window. So, he, as far as narcotics is concerned, does very, very well. I have not had anybody tell me they have something that he has not been able to find yet. Granted, we've only been on the road and working together in a narcotics capacity since November, but since then we've had numerous arrests for marijuana, heroin paraphernalia, We did help the Dells with an 87-gram cocaine bust that we ended up getting out of a vehicle, and all of that was based off the probable cause obtained by him alerting to the vehicle. So dogs are very, very capable. There's essentially no way to hide narcotics from a dog. They've done tests where they have wrapped different narcotics, smeared them, wrapped them again, re-smeared them, wrapped them again. And I think the biggest article I've read so far is they did that 35 times. And the dog's still alerted to the presence of narcotics. So people that try to hide it, put it in whatever, stash it, it doesn't matter. That odor is still there, it's still detectable, and we will still find it. I guess, do you guys have any questions regarding the dogs at this point? Capabilities?
I have one.
Yep.
With some of the dumb questions. Why do you use the German Shepherd dog versus any other type of dog?
It depends on what you're looking for, but this particular dog and most of the Belgian Malinois, the Shepherd Malinois mixes, they are bred for work. So they're bred for the drive. They're bred for their essentially love of the job. Other dogs may get lazy and just not care anymore. He will play until he dies, essentially. If he gets to work, he will work and work and work until he can't work anymore. Versus kind of getting that lazy, okay, I think I'm done now, and then you don't get anything else out. So the biggest thing that they're looking for when they choose these dogs particularly, especially Shepherds, is their temperament. They're a very good work dog. They can be aggressive when they need to be aggressive, but they're also very, very social. Yes.
How do you train them to be sensitive to the drugs that you're wanting to?
We actually train with actual narcotics. Our department and myself has a license through the DEA and the state to possess actual illegal narcotics. So what we'll do is, when we're starting them, we'll take that illegal narcotic, put it with his toy, and essentially associate the smell of his toy with that narcotic. And then as we progress, we take the toy away, and then he associates that smell with getting his toy. So now it's essentially a game for him, and he's not saying, I just found marijuana or cocaine. He's saying, Dad, I just found my toy. So, and then of course, to prevent any court issues, what we'll do then is while we're training, we'll put his toy somewhere, narcotics somewhere else, to make sure that they can't claim, I had a tennis ball in my car, and that's why he alerted. So anything that they can try to say, I had this in my car and that's why the dog alerted, it wasn't to the pound of drugs I had in there, we train that out so that we can show, nope, he alerted to the narcotics, not whatever else you're claiming. So it's all a matter of starting slow, starting with something he knows and likes, and then essentially taking that away so all he's alerting to is that odor we're looking for.